Today I am giving you an update on weeks 1 through 9 of my pregnancy, and I'm so excited to finally almost be to week 10 because that means I'm just a couple weeks away from being in the second trimester and hopefully being rid of the nausea and the extreme fatigue. So in this video I'm going to give you some just updates on how I've been feeling, talk about some products that I've been using, show you like some baby things that I have already because I am ridiculous and I have already bought some baby things. I'm also going to talk about some apps that I've been using and enjoying. So if that seems like something you'd be interested in, just keep watching it. All right, so first, let's talk about how I've been feeling. So, yeah, I'm wearing the same thing I wore last time because I told you already that I'm filming 2 videos today. I've already filmed my announcement video and how we found out. And just the easiest thing for me to do now is to film the second one so that I can move on with my life. But anyway, that's off topic. So the first thing I want to do is talk about the apps I've been using because I'm going to go through one of the apps to talk about how I've been feeling. So apps come first. Here's my little folder of apps. So we've got, I downloaded the Baby Center app, the What to Expect app, the Ovia pregnancy app, and Flow is the app that I used to track my cycles before I got pregnant. So let's talk about Flow first. I like Flow, especially for tracking my cycle before I'm pregnant. Now that I'm pregnant, it doesn't really give me much. Like, I'm just not super in love with the information here. But this is just what it looks like. The home screen just gives you like a little picture of what the fetus or whatever should look like right now. You can see a calendar. I liked it because of the calendar. I like a calendar that I can scroll through this way. I hate having to go side to side. Like, especially whenever I was counting my periods, I liked to be able to count the weeks by like 1, 2, 3, 4 and like scroll down that way. So that is literally the main reason I used Flow, is because I like the calendar layout. That was the most important thing to me. So then now that I'm pregnant, my favorite app has been the Ovia pregnancy app. The What to Expect app is fine. It updates this home screen every week. And you can change this, like I have it on 80s and 90s nostalgia. So it shows me like the size of the baby and it's talking about something from the 80s and the 90s. So like this week is the size of a jack. You know how you play like jacks or whatever, where you like throw the wall and you pick them up. Anyway, they also have like videos every week and daily reads. And then like symptoms and stuff. It's cool. I like it. I'm just not as sold on it as the Ovia app. And then the other one I downloaded is the Baby Center app. So the reason I downloaded this one is because when I look up names and stuff, I always go to Baby Center to see like the meaning and the ranking, because I don't want something that's super popular, because my name is Tatum and my husband's name is Garen. So I want something that's like pronounceable and spellable, but I don't really want another one in their class. And I know like the new thing now is for like everybody to have these cool trendy names, and I don't want a trendy name, and I don't want something so bizarrely unique that you're like, what? But I would just like something a little bit different. Anyway, that's way beside the point. So that's why I downloaded the Baby Center app. So my Ovia app is my favorite one. So on the home screen, it gives you the size of the baby based on like whatever you choose. So I have chosen fun and cute animals. So the baby is the size of an eastern-tailed butterfly. So that's super cute to me. And then it also, what is super fun is it has this little handprint, and it shows you like the size of the baby's handprint if it could put its hand on your phone. And that's just way too cute for me. So I like it. And then it also gives like updates and stuff, which is cool. And the calendar is pretty decent, and it's pretty easy to log your symptoms and stuff. So let's go back. So I found out on the 31st, and the only thing I logged was that I have a positive pregnancy test. So then on Saturday the 1st, I don't have any symptoms yet, but I took these pictures. Here's me and my sister Ashton and her baby Aniston. And then here's me and my mom. Ignore the bun, we were working out. I should say my mom and I, but whatever. So I said I hung out with Mom and Ashton all day, and it was so hard to keep it a secret. I kept almost accidentally mentioning it. So that was just a fun thing. I wanted to like save that. Then on Sunday, I have another picture here. That's my mom and I working out again. And I worked out with Mom today, and it's kind of fun keeping a secret. Then on Monday the 3rd, so this is June 3rd, I've only known for 4 days, and I was 4 weeks and 2 days pregnant. And I thought I was craving things, which I don't know, maybe I was, but I was craving all the salty things I said. So for lunch, I had a grilled chicken breast, dill pickle flavored chips, pickled okra, and a pile of pickles. Then also in my dream journal, I said that I had like a 6-year-old daughter, and she was talking to a little boy about how independent she was. Like she was telling him all the things she could do herself. And she thought they could move out together because she thought she was so independent. And he told her he didn't think that was a good idea. And so she started crying, and she ran up to me, and I thought she was so beautiful. I don't know. Anyway, I'm so cheesy in this. Oh wait, I have had symptoms. So the day after I found out, basically, I already felt like I was sick to my stomach a little bit. So I logged nausea and increased thirst. So I had been so thirsty this whole time. Like ridiculously thirsty. Then the next day, so 4 weeks and 1 day on that Sunday, so I logged nausea, headaches, increased thirst, and fatigue. So this is when the fatigue started, just like a day later. And that has been pretty constant throughout this whole like weeks 1 through 9. I'm just sick to my stomach and fatigued. I haven't thrown up any, which I'm thankful for, but I almost wish I could throw up, because it's like if I could throw up, I'd feel better. But I know a lot of people say that doesn't help anyway. So I've just been like really sick to my stomach and really tired. Like I take naps all the time, and I'm not a nap person. I hate naps. I feel like I'm not productive if I'm napping. There's a little piece of ice. Anyway, so I don't like to take naps at all, but it's like I've had to take a nap, and if I don't take a nap, I get really grumpy and I want to go to sleep. Like all I want to do is sleep. All I think about is sleep. I wake up and I'm tired. It's terrible. Anyway, so then that was the same thing for like weeks 4 and 5. For week 6, I started having some spotting. And the first day I had some spotting, it was just like, it was red, but there wasn't much of it. I know my mom had spotting and my sister had spotting when they were both pregnant. And so like I didn't call the doctor because I knew it was a normal thing, especially because it wasn't much. I was like, no big deal. And of course I Googled it, and they were like, unless it's like period level spotting, you're fine. I'm like, okay. So the second day, it was brown. So, and if this is TMI, I'm sorry, like just fast forward through this part. But anyway, the second day it was brown, so that means it's old blood. Just, you know, a little tidbit of information there. And there wasn't much of it again. So I was feeling like it was going away. Well, then the third day, I was still spotting and there was more of it, but it was still brown. But it was like a pretty good bit. So that just worried me. We had been doing construction in the backyard, like we're filling in the pool. So more on that later, I guess. But so I had been like stressed about that, and I was just concerned that like the stress and everything was causing an issue for me. So I did call the doctor just to see like what they wanted me to do, and they had me come in early. So we were able to do like an early checkup, and they confirmed that everything was going fine. The spotting is normal, and there could be several things that cause it, and we talked about it, and it's all good. So we did get to see the baby at 6 weeks, and we got to hear the heartbeat, which was crazy. No, we didn't hear it, we just saw it. So I think I have a video clip actually. I can insert. Let's do that now. Okay. Yeah. So that was really exciting that we could actually see the little opening and closing of the valves, the little fluttering of the heart, and it really made me feel a lot better. They wanted me to go ahead and keep my 8-week appointment so they could just do like a checkup 2 weeks later, so we did that. Then we were able to hear the heartbeat. So I'll put a little clip of that in now too. Yeah, it's a lot bigger this time. Oh, I can see the heart. Does it say like what the rate is?
Today it is 173. Perfect.
So up to this point, up to 8 weeks, the main 3 symptoms I've had were nausea, fatigue, and increased thirst. Like I'm just thirsty beyond belief. And it's not just dry mouth. Like my mouth isn't dry. I'm thirsty. Like I need water. So, then 9 weeks comes around, and oh my gosh, the food aversions. It's like not even funny because I'm getting to the point where I can't eat anything at all. I don't know if it like pairs with the nausea and it's just like a whole huge mess. But it started with just raw chicken. Like looking at raw chicken grossed me out. So I couldn't cook any sort of raw chicken. Then it was eating chicken. Like I would bite into a chicken sandwich or like a chicken taco or anything chicken, and it would be disgusting. Like I don't want this at all. I couldn't eat it. Like one day, so it was, it started off, like I said, just like a chicken sandwich. So just the thought of it grossed me out. Then I was like, you know what, let's go to Taco Bell. So we go to Taco Bell. I got my usual. I got a nacho cheese chalupa with beef. Delicious. And then I got a shredded chicken mini quesadilla. I love the shredded chicken mini quesadilla. So I eat my beef chalupa. I also got a beef hard taco. I ate that. Like part of it. I don't like how the taco gets soggy on the bottom. Like, so I like broke the bottom part off and like put it on the top and then I ate like that. Anyway. Then, so I bite into the shredded mini chicken quesadilla, which remember, this is like my favorite thing from Taco Bell besides the nacho cheese chalupa. I bite into it and like I looked at the chicken when I took the bite. It was over. And I literally, Garen sitting in front of me, I was like, bleh, and had to spit it out right there. I couldn't do it. Ugh. So I was like, okay, note to self, stay away from chicken. Fine. So the next day we go to Javi peas. Oh, and once that happens, like I'm not hungry anymore. Like once I get sick to my stomach after I look at the food like that, I don't want any food. Like nothing will make it better. So the next day for lunch, I meet Garen at Javi Peas. Think of his lunch. And I got a taco salad with shredded beef. I mean, not shredded beef, ground beef. So I got a taco salad with ground beef. I took like 6 bites of it, and then the ground beef started grossing me out. I was like, okay, great. Now ground beef grosses me out. So basically, and this has all been like within this last week. So I can't do chicken or beef. But like seafoody stuff has been fine still. So right now I've been eating like a lot of grapes, some yogurt, and these things. These wheat thins save my life. Anytime I start to feel sick, I just eat like 3 or 4 wheat thins and I'm much better. Like it doesn't go away, but it helps so much. This week has been the toughest so far as like food is concerned. My weight's fine. I haven't lost any weight. Well, I gained a couple pounds and then I lost a couple pounds. So my weight just always fluctuates. I'm not really supposed to be gaining weight yet. They said like in the first trimester you gain like 3 to 5 pounds just from the extra blood and all that kind of stuff. So I've been okay, but it's just been tough because I'm having to make sure that I get enough protein and also not liking meat. So like I said, I've been doing yogurt, mozzarella cheese, lots of fruits. Like fruits are so good right now. So I've been eating lots of fruits and then my wheat thins just to kind of hold me over between other snacks. Like my life is just one big snack right now. So let's talk about my vitamins. So I mentioned in my last video that I had a vitamin D deficiency and they've been monitoring that, and so I'm just taking this vitamin D3. It has actually been increasing, so that's good. It's only increased about like 10 points or so, but I think, or maybe like 8 points. I was at a 26, I think, when they first tested it, and now my level is 34. So I think I'm gonna keep taking them for a little while, and just like ask the doctor at my next appointment with my next blood check if they can check the vitamin D again and what she suggests that I do. I did a whole lot of research last year because I actually started taking my prenatals months before we started trying, because that's just what they say to do. So last year when we were trying, I did a lot of research and I found this prenatal. I get it on Amazon. It's just called Prenatal Plus, and here's what's in it. So the reason I chose this one is because it doesn't have biotin in it. And I actually have a biotin sensitivity. So like when I start taking biotin, I break out in like huge, like under the skin pimples on my cheeks right here. I don't know why. Anytime I take a multivitamin with biotin in it, or anytime I take, like, I've tried to take biotin as a supplement before for my hair, it just breaks me out. It's horrible. So I wanted to find a prenatal that had calcium, iron, and I think it's folate. Yeah, calcium, iron, and folate in it, or folic acid, but that didn't have biotin. So this had everything I needed, and it had a pretty decent level. It had the pretty decent levels. It didn't have anything that was like too much or too little. So that's my multivitamin. I mean my prenatal vitamin. Then I'm also taking a fish oil supplement. These are the best ones that I've found that don't cause you to like burp, have fishy burps. And they're the triple strength mini fish oil. And I have to take 2 of them a day. They're the biggest ones. They're like huge. So I take 2 of these. 1 of the prenatals, 1 of the vitamin D's, and then 2 of these a day. This is the Pink Stork Probiotic, and I've heard that probiotics reduce morning sickness and they help with like constipation and stuff when you're pregnant. So who knows, maybe if I wasn't taking my probiotic I would be throwing up. I don't know. But I've been taking that and I feel like it's helping, so my doctor said just to continue taking it if I want to. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, so I brought all these to her on our first appointment, and I had my doctor go through and look at all the vitamins that I'm taking and just okay them all. And so I think that's important to first of all do your research, and also like make sure your healthcare provider knows what you're taking. Okay, so now let's get into the baby stuff that I have already. So this is how we announced. I have this little onesie and it says little cousin, and for both my sister and my sister-in-law, so Garen's brother and his family, I gave it to them as a gift. So I gave them a gift that said big cousin for their babies. So I thought that was fun. Like they opened the little onesie and it said big cousin, and then I had my onesie that said little cousin, and that's how they found out. That's how we told both of our families. And it was just really fun to see everybody's reaction like that. And then, so H&M was having a sale. The baby will be born in either early February or late January, and we're not finding out the gender. I'm so, like, I can't believe we're doing this. So in the beginning, like before I got pregnant, I was like, yeah, this will be a cool thing to not find out the gender. I'm so excited. And there are reasons why I'm doing it. And maybe I'll make a video on that or something. But I was cool with it until I got pregnant, and now I'm like, I would really like to know. But anyway, my husband's really set on it, and he is just really into not knowing. Like he's got his whole heart set on that, and so that's what we'll do, because I'm like, I like the idea of not knowing, but I'm a major planner, and so I'd like to plan, but it's okay. Like I've found that I'm able to plan everything just fine like this. Anyway, all that to say, H&M had a sale like a week or so ago, and so since the baby was going to be born in February and we're not going to find out the gender anyway, just like let me see if they have any wintry like gender neutral baby clothes, because right now is when they're all going on sale in the summer, you know. So I got these 2 onesies. They came in like a little pack. So they button like on this side and then down on the bottom. This is kind of hard to show, but then they also button over here and down here, so that like the whole thing opens up and you can just slip the legs in, or it even buttons down on the bottom too. So like, I don't know how weird I'm gonna be about like, ooh, I don't want to break the baby. So it completely opens up into like a whole big thing. So I wanted to try those, and I've heard a bunch of people say that the H&M onesies are really soft. So I got them in a 0 to 1 month. So basically newborn size. And they are really soft, so I'll probably order more of these, or at least like register for them or something. Maybe not the ones that button all the way. I'd like to find some that zip, but we'll see. So there's that. I also ordered this super cute little, it's just like a green sweater, and it has the stripe detail on the collar and on the bottom and on the cuffs. And I figured this can go for a boy or a girl. And if it's a boy, you'll just put like a cute hat. If it's a girl, we'll put like a cute little mustard bow or something like that. So I'm excited. It'll be cute either way. And it has a button up at the top also to allow room for the head to go through. So, and then the last thing I got, which is not the last thing I ordered, but we'll talk about that in a second. So this is size, that was also size 0 to 1 month, and then I got this in a 1 to 2 month, because I'm not sure how big the baby will be, and whatever. So this is just a little striped hooded jacket, and it's just gray with a little hood on it, and it has buttons all the way down, so that'll be nice. But same thing with gray, you can put like a little hair bow, or you can put a hat and dress it up, make it look like a boy or a girl. I like the little pocket right there. It is actually a functional pocket, which is cute. But so anyway, there's that. I also ordered a mustard like velour tracksuit, and instead they sent me this random like woman's dress. And I called them, and since it was on sale, they're like, oh, sorry, unfortunately the mustard suit sold out, but we can send you a refund if you send the dress back. So whatever, I'm doing that today. It's kind of upsetting because I don't know, the mustard suit was cute. But anyway, so as soon as I finish recording this, I'm gonna go send that jumpsuit back, or the not jumpsuit, the women's dress back. And then anyway, the last thing that I have is, actually I didn't buy this. My mom gave this to me, and she gave it to me before we found out I was pregnant. And this is actually my first, like my blanket from when I was a baby. And it just says baby on it, and it's gender neutral, and I thought that would be really cute to put in the nursery. I like it. It's got like cute ruffles at the bottom, but it'll work for a girl or a boy, and so that's what we're doing. Several people have asked about the nursery already. They're like, how are you gonna do the nursery if you don't know what the gender is? I'm like, gender neutral nursery. So I'm planning on doing just like blacks and tans and whites in the nursery, and I think it'll look really cool. And I'm not worried about, you know, I want to paint the walls a neutral color anyway, because I want the room to grow with the child. I don't want to make it some like childish little thing and then have to paint it again in 3 years. So anyway, I think that's all I have for today. So thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.